చూడండి.
ఇక్కడ
ఉమ్.
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయడం ఇది
చూడండి, ఓపెన్ అయిందా?
స్టార్ట్ అయింది వస్తుంది. ఏదైనా ఫ్లోర్ ప్యాడ్ ఓపెన్ చేయండి. అవుతుంది. హలో,
సార్ ఓపెన్ చేసి చూడండి.
ఏదైనా ఒకసారి ఓపెన్ చేయండి. ఏదైనా లోడ్ ప్యాడ్ ఓపెన్ చేయడం తెలుస్తుంది. అదే కాదు పడుతుంది.
నేను ఓపెన్ చేసి చూడండి.
నోట్ ప్యాడ్
నోట్
సరిపోయింది. వస్తుందండి లైవ్ చేసుకో.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్.
ఐటమ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఓపెన్ చేసిన నోట్ ప్యాడ్ చేసుకోండి.
ఓకే
క్లోజ్ చేస్తున్నానండి.
ఓకే సార్.
డౌన్లోడ్
ఎంతో మేడం తెల్లని టైం లేదు. క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. తప్పేసి అవుతుంది. అంత ఒక్క తెలియదు తిన్నాను నేను. అరే good morning students, welcome to Python programming. So Python programming is very important for your campus placements, and also it is very useful for your campus placements also. I request everyone, please attend the classes regularly. Before that, I request you to please respond in our Abhyas chat box. Am I audible or not? Please respond. Am I audible or not? Please respond in our chat box. So before starting the class, I request you to please respond in our chat box. Shall we start the class? Am I audible? Please give a response. Once check at your side. Okay, thank you. So before starting the class, we have to discuss the importance of the Python first. Then we will discuss everything. So first of all, so what is Python? In interview they will ask you, what do you know about Python? So before starting the class, first of all you have to discuss what is Python. So Python is popular programming language. Python is popular programming language. Popular programming language. So who developed Python? So it was developed by Guido van Rossum. Guido van Rossum. So it was released in 1991. It was released in 1991. So what do you know about Python? Python is popular programming language. It was developed by Guido van Rossum. So who developed Python? Python was developed by Guido van Rossum. So when this version was released in 1991. So before that we have to understand what is Python. So Python is popular programming language is okay. So in case in interview point of view, how can you answer the Python? So Python is high level programming language. What is Python? Python is high level programming language. Python is object oriented and procedural oriented programming language. Procedural oriented programming language. Procedural oriented programming language. Next, Python is interpreted programming language. Next, Python is general purpose programming language. So these all are the basic information regarding Python programming language. So first of all, you have to understand what is high level programming language, what is object oriented or procedural programming language, what is interpreted programming language, what is general purpose programming language. So if you understand everything, you can understand about Python. So first of all, we have to discuss what is program. You know that program is nothing but a set of instruction. Program is nothing but a set of instructions. So what is the instruction? What is the information? The information is just stored in the computer. But what about instruction? So instructions are used to give task to computer. అంటే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇస్తే జస్ట్ కంప్యూటర్లో స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ గివ్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్, కంప్యూటర్స్ కెన్ రెస్పాండ్ టు యువర్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ అనమాట. అంటే కంప్యూటర్ హ్యాస్ టు గివ్ ఆన్సర్ ఫర్ యువర్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్. Suppose if you enter information, computer can accept it and store it. What about instruction? So when you give instruction, computer should give response. So programs are very important. What about the programs? Programs are used to assign tasks to computer. So computer can perform the task which is provided by the user. So computer man task cheyalante you have to give instructions. A set of instructions is called program. So when you try to write the program, you need programming language. Suppose when you want to write a program, you need programming language. Programming language. So what is programming language? Programming languages are used to write the programs. Programming languages are used to write the programs. So what type of programs we can write? Either what type of programs you can write? So if you want to write the program, we can write for the system, you can write for the user. If you write for the system, system can accept it and the system can use it. For example, if you want to write for the user, user can perform the task by the computer and he can save his time. అంటే మన యూజర్ కోసం టాస్క్ రాయొచ్చు, లేకపోతే సిస్టమ్ కోసం టాస్క్ రాయొచ్చు. అంటే వీ కెన్ రైట్ ది టాస్క్ ఫర్ టూ. వన్ ఈజ్ ఫర్ సిస్టమ్ అండ్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఫర్ యూజర్. సో సిస్టమ్ కోసం మనం రాస్తే దట్ ఈస్ ది సిస్టమ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఆర్ సిస్టమ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. If you want to write the task for the user, that is the application program or application software. So actually programming languages are two types. So programming languages ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తుంటే programming languages are used to write the programs. So there are two types of programming languages. There are two types of programming languages. There are two types of programming languages. One is high level programming language. Second one is low level programming language. So there are the two levels. First one is high level programming language. Second one is low level programming language. So these high level programming languages, this high level programming languages are human understandable programming languages. Human is nothing but users అన్నమాట. అంటే ప్రోగ్రామర్స్. అంటే మనందరికీ అర్థమయ్యే లాంగ్వేజెస్ ఏంటంటారంటే హై లెవెల్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ అంటారు. అంటే హై లెవెల్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ ఆర్ హ్యూమన్ అండర్స్టాండబుల్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్. సో దే ఆర్ written in English. When you write any program in English, such language is the high level programming language. And also they are easy to learn and easy to use. You can easily learn and easy to use in matter. And also they are easy to develop also. They are easy to develop. So what is high level programming language? High level program, when you want to write any program in English, such language is the high level programming language. High level programming languages are human understandable programming language. And we can easily understand the high level programming languages. Coming to low level programming languages, what about the low level programming language? So low level programming languages are machine understandable programming languages. Low level programming languages are machine understandable programming languages. So they are written in machine code. They are written in binary form. Simply they are written in binary form. Binary forms means either zeros and ones. Either zeros or ones and matter. So they are difficulty to understand. They are difficulty to understand and learn and use also. They are difficulty to understand, they are difficulty to use, they are difficulty to develop also. So there are the two types of languages. The programming languages are high level programming language, low level programming language. So when you want to write any program using with English language, such level language is called high level programming language. So Python is high level programming language. That means that when you want to write any Python program, you have to use English language to write programs. So that is the information regarding high level programming language. Second one is object oriented or procedural oriented programming language. Object oriented programming language. So actually when you want to implement programs, you have to use approaches. There are four approaches. So when you want to implement or develop program, you can use approach. What is the meaning of the approach is nothing but how can you implement it? So when you want to implement any program, you need approaches. How many approaches? There are four approaches. The first one is structured programming approach. Second one is procedural oriented programming approach. Third one is modular oriented programming approach. So first one is structured programming approach, second one is procedural oriented programming approach, third one is modular oriented programming approach, the fourth one is object oriented programming approach. Listen all of you, please focusing on the class. So now we have to discuss what is approach. Approach is nothing but what type of methods you have to use to implement the program. For example, when you want to write a program, you can use either methods or classes or objects. We will discuss everything clearly. First of all, just I want to tell you one thing. For example, if you want to provide the solution for this simple program, no need to write any other. Just you can write in a single approach. So for simple program, you can use single approach. You can either using functions or classes, no issue. But if you want to write a code for the complex program, then what should you do? You have to divide into parts. So a complex program. So a program means a program which is used to divided into sub programs. We can't provide the solution for the program directly for complex program. For complex programming is nothing but large program. ఈ లార్జ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి సొల్యూషన్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయాలంటే డెఫినెట్లీ యూ కాంట్ ప్రొవైడ్ ది సొల్యూషన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ. If you want to provide the solution for the complex program, you have to divide the complex program into several subprograms. So you can easily provide the solution for the subprograms anamata. So if we combine all the solution for the subprogram, it will make the solution for the large program. Ante directly you can't provide the solution. So if you want to provide the solution for the large program, it is better to divide into parts. Suppose each subprograms, whatever the subprograms, in case if you want to perform this subprogram with the help of functions, so you can perform these subprograms. You can use, when you want to solve these subprograms, you can use either functions to solve it, either you can use procedures to solve it, either you can use modules to solve it, either you can use classes and objects to solve it, So there are the different approaches. Now if you want to provide the large program with the help of functions, now if you want to provide the solutions with the help of functions, that is structured programming approach. What is the meaning of this structured programming approach? When you want to provide the solution for the structured programming approach, you can use functions only. That's the main reason in C language we can use main functions and sub functions. So when you want to read a data, you can use function, that is printf. When you want to when you want to read data, you can use scanf function in C language. When you want to print data, you can use printf. Everything it is depending on a function. When you want to write the simple program, you can use the main function. When you want to write the solution for the large program, you have to write the main function followed by the different sub functions. That's the main reason C is structured programming language or procedural oriented programming language. Procedural is nothing but sometimes we can call functions are also called procedures. So procedures in the sense same. It is also like it is returns the multiple values. Functions returns the single value. So functions and procedures same. When you want to divide the program into several procedures, that is called procedural oriented programming. When you want to divide the program into several modules is called modular oriented programming approach. When you want to write the program with help of classes and objects, that is called object oriented programming. What it means that what is the object oriented? When you write the program, you must use either classes or objects. Even procedures in Python, you can use either procedures or class. Procedures also called functions. So both are same, but our approach is same. So functions, procedures, both are same. We can say that C is structured programming or procedural programming. So coming to C++ is only procedural oriented. Modular programming is nothing but visual code. Object oriented is Java is object oriented programming. Python is also object oriented programming. What is the object oriented programming? When you want to try to implement any program, you can use classes and objects. So that means that a program which is divided into several classes and objects is known as object oriented programming approach. And when you write any C program, you can use functions only. When you write any Python programming, you can use classes and objects or procedures. When you write Java program, you can use classes and objects only. Java is object oriented programming. Python is also object oriented, but Python is multi-tier approach. So Python can accept both object oriented and procedural oriented. But C is only structured programming or procedural oriented programming. C++ is procedural oriented, but it supports object oriented. So first of all, you have to understand the difference of C programming language and Python programming language. The difference is very, very important. What is the difference between C programming language and Python programming language? So first of all, you know that what is C programming language. So here C is middle level. C is middle level programming language. C is middle level programming language. What it means that? So C programming language can develop system softwares and application softwares. So that's the main reason C is middle level programming language only. What about Python? C is only high level programming language. Python is high level programming language. Python is high level programming language. It is very, very important point. Next, C is structured programming language. C is structured programming language. Coming to Python. Python is, you can say that Python is object oriented. Object oriented. So simply you can say that OOPS. So what is OOPS? A program which is divided into several classes and objects is known as object oriented. A program which is divided into several classes is several subfunctions is known as structured programming language. So C programming language has 32 keywords. 32 keywords. So Python has 34 keywords. 34 keywords. So C is mission dependent. So Python is mission independent or platform independent. Simply say that. Platform independent. So the most important thing is C is static typing programming language. Python is dynamic typing programming language. Python is dynamic typing programming language. So C works very fast. Python works slow. Python works slowly. So what is the difference? Because it is machine dependent is nothing but it is directly interacting with the hardware. But Python is the independent, so it takes some time. So comparatively C is the fastest programming language. That's the main reason we are developing operating system in C language only. Still C is the most popular programming language because of when you want to implement any system softwares, we can use only C language or C++ language to develop the system softwares. Coming to Java or Python or any other language, we are only focusing on application softwares. At the era of 1956 to 1975, we are only working for the system software only. After 1980, we are only focusing on application softwares. So what are the different application softwares? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science. So Python is only focusing on application point of view. But C is still it is useful for the system approaching programming and matter. The most important thing is C is compiler. C is compiler. But what about the Python? Python is interpreter. Python is interpreted programming language. You have to understand the differences, because if you mention I am having knowledge on Python, definitely they will ask you a question. What is that? The question is, what about the difference between Python and C? You say you know that C is middle level programming language. It is structured oriented programming. It has 32 keywords. It is machine dependent programming. It is static typing. It works very fast. It is compiler programming language. So what about the Python? Python is high level. So C is also high level, but we can develop system softwares only. So that's the main reason C is middle level. So C is structured programming language. That means that when you want to implement any C program, you can use only functions to implement it. What about the object-oriented programming? When you want to implement any object-oriented program, you can use classes and objects. So every part is class, every part is object. Even it is supported object or procedural oriented also. So C has 32 keywords. Python has 34 keywords. So it is mission dependent because it is directly interacting with the hardware. It is platform independent, so it is works on any operating system like Windows, Unix, Linux, iOS. It is working on any platform. It is independent. It can take own decisions. It has own versions. So it is not depending on any other operating system. So C is static typing. So it is very important. What is static typing programming language? What is dynamic typing programming language? Static typing in the sense when you want to declare any variable, when you want to declare any function, you must define the type of the data or type of the function. For example, in C function, in C, we just write int a equal to 15. So we are giving instructions to compiler that a is variable. It is the integer type. It is the integer type. So you have to give prior information to compiler. Here compiler is the boss for C language. So when you want to create a function, for example, int display, suppose you have to mention something. Suppose if you want to declare any parameter here, for example, int x. So for declaring any variable, for declaring any argument, for declaring any function, you have to give the prior intimation to compiler. So that is the main reason it is the static typing. Even Java is also static typing. Now coming to Python. Python is dynamic typing. So what it means that you no need to mention any data type before the variable. You no need to mention any data type before the function declaration. అంటే ఫంక్షన్ డిక్లేర్ చేయాలన్నా, వేరియబుల్ డిక్లేర్ చేయాలన్నా no need to mention data type, directly you can declare. So how can you declare? You can declare like that. So simply you can declare a equal to 15, a equal to 15, that's it. So no need to declare any data type before. So that is the main importance of the Python. Python means dynamic typing, means automatically it is identify the type of the data and when it is executed. So no need to mention any data type or any other types before the function name or variable name. So that is the called dynamic typing. So Python is very simple programming language than the remaining programming languages. Okay, so these are the differences. So first of all, we are already discussed about high level programming language. So what is Python? Python is high level programming language. Second one is object oriented programming language. So when you want to develop any program, you can use classes, objects and methods. So what is interpreted? So interpreted is very important. I request everyone, please listen. So language translators, language translators. So there are the basic two translators. The first one is compiler. The first one is compiler. Second one is interpreter. So what is compiler? So compiler means compiler converts. Compiler converts. Compiler converts source code into machine code. Compiler converts source code. What is the source code? High level programming language into machine code. Into machine code is nothing but low level programming language. When you want to convert high level programming into low level programming, you need compiler. So what about the interpreter? Interpreter is, it executes the code. It executes the code line by line. It executes the code line by line. So what is the difference? Can you tell me the real-time example? Of course. Just if you implement one application, or software implement చేశారు. Suppose if you want to implement a program, this program contains 100 lines of code. Suppose 1000 lines of code. This program contains 1000 lines of code. If we use compiler, what will happen? The compiler converts 100 lines of code into machine code at a time. The compiler converts 100 lines of code into machine code. If machine can understand the source code, then so compiler ఏం చేస్తుంది? It converts source code into machine code. The machine code understands by the machine. So if machine understands the machine code, it will give the output. If machine not understand the machine code, it will give the error. అంటే మనం ఇచ్చిన సోర్స్ కోడ్ అనేది మిషన్ కోడ్ కింద కన్వర్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత కంప్యూటర్కి మిషన్ కోడ్ అర్థమైతే నీకు అవుట్పుట్ వస్తుంది. కంప్యూటర్కి నీకు మిషన్ కోడ్ అర్థం అవ్వకపోతే ఎన్ని మిస్టేక్స్ ఉన్నాయో అన్ని మిస్టేక్స్ని మనకి ఎర్రర్ కింద వస్తుంది. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఎర్రర్ అంటే ఏ స్మాల్ మిస్టేక్ ఇన్ ఏ ప్రోగ్రామ్. అంటే మన ప్రోగ్రాంలో రాసింది కంప్యూటర్కి అర్థం అవ్వాలి అంటే అది మిషన్ కోడ్ అనేది కంప్యూటర్కి అర్థమయ్యేటట్టు ఉండాలి. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏంటవుతుంది? కంపైలర్ ఈజ్ ది మీడియేటర్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ సోర్స్ కోడ్ అండ్ మిషన్ కోడ్. కంప్యూటర్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ది మిషన్ కోడ్. కంప్యూటర్కి అర్థమయ్యే మిషన్ కోడ్ కింద మనం మార్చాలి. సో మన సోర్స్ కోడ్ ఏదైనా మిస్టేక్స్ ఉంటే మిషన్ కోడ్లో మారిపోతుంది. అప్పుడు మిషన్ కోడ్ అనేది ఏంటవుతుంది? కంప్యూటర్కి అర్థం అవుతుంది. ఎక్కడైతే అర్థం అవట్లేదో ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ ది ఎర్రర్ ఎట్ ది టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్లేసెస్. అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ ది ప్రోగ్రామ్ కంటైన్స్ thousands lines of the code, if there is mistake at 997, what will happen with compiler అంటే compiler will never produce the result unless you can solve the mistake at the 997. అంటే the 996 lines are correct, but what about the compiler? The compiler can understand entire code. If entire code is correct, then only it will produce the result. But here 997, only one mistake is there, but compiler never give the any result even 996 lines code are correct. So that's the main drawback of the compiler. If you write the proper code, then only it is working. If there is any one mistake at any one location, compiler will never give at least temporary result also. So that is the drawback of the compiler. What about the interpreter? the interpreter execute the code line by line. So first code is executed, it will give the result. Second code is executed, it will give the result. Third code is executed, it will give the result. So until unless it will give the result up to 996. So we are getting the result up to 996. Whenever mistake is there, then it is terminated. So we are getting at least 996 lines of the output at right now. So that is the beauty of the Python. అంటే నీకు ప్రోగ్రామ్ అవ్వకపోయినా అట్లీస్ట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ కెన్ రైట్, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ కెన్ గెట్ ది రిజల్ట్ ఎట్ ది టైం అనమాట. అంటే నువ్వు ఎంతవరకు అయితే కరెక్ట్ రాస్తావో అంతవరకు నీకు రిజల్ట్ వస్తుంది. నీకు తర్వాత ఫర్దర్గా మిస్టేక్స్ ఉంటే దెన్ ఇట్ కెన్ స్టాప్. అట్లీస్ట్ యూ కెన్ ఫీల్ వాట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ అవుట్పుట్ యూ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ది ప్రోగ్రామ్ అనేది అట్లీస్ట్ యూ కెన్ గెట్ ది ఐడియా విత్ ది పైథాన్ అనమాట. So that is the interpreter. So that's the main reason we are focusing on interpreter. Most of the companies will use interpreter because we are getting at least temporary output. Suppose if you use compiler, what will happen? If any mistake at the code, it will not give the result. Your code is not accepting anamata. So that's the main reason all social media website, all other important applications only implemented in Python because of the Python is interpreter. Moreover, Python is very simple language and user friendly language. So these are the very important information. Now coming to Python, what is Python? Python is high level object oriented general purpose and interpreted programming language. So general purpose means you can develop any simple application or major application with Python matter. So general means it can accept all type of applications. It is ready to develop any application. That's the main reason general purpose. So you can also use Python for the implementing common applications also. That is the main reason general purpose. So this is the basic definition. If we understand what is high level means, when you write any program you can use English. So we are using English language to write programs. What is object oriented? When you try to write any program you can use classes and objects to implement the code. What is general purpose? So we can develop any application with Python. Interpreted, the code is executed line by line. So that is the information regarding Python. Now the most important part is what are the applications of the Python, where we are using Python. So what is the use of the Python? First of all we have to discuss, then we will try to discuss basic programming also. So applications of the Python. So applications of the Python. For first day I am just focusing on theoretical. From tomorrow we will focusing on coding along with information also. Applications on Python. So applications of Python. What are the applications developed with Python? We have to discuss. So first of all we have to use Python to develop web applications. Web applications is nothing but, you know that Instagram is developed by Python only. YouTube is also developed by the Python only. So all social media websites are working with Python only. So Python is very important. And also it is used to develop softwares, Windows softwares. So Windows applications in that is nothing but graphical user interface. For example, if you want to develop any MS Office related application or any Notepad related application, it is always ready to develop. Calculator, whatever it is. So it is can develop the Windows applications also. So next, the most important thing is it is used in data science projects. So data science. Next one is artificial intelligence. Next one is machine learning. So these all are the very important. Next, Python programming language used to develop games. So this is very important approaches matter. So when you try to implement the program, when you try to understand the Python, you can also develop web applications, window applications. You can use Python in data science. For data science related, we can use different modules like Pandas module, NumPy module. For artificial intelligence also we are using different modules like different modules, PyCharm, related, so suppose face detection, voice detection, different modules. And also you can use machine learning. So machine learning is nothing but you can give the previous data to understand the future data. It is very important. So games is nothing but when you want to develop new games, Python is always ready. When you want to write new programming language, Python is also ready. The most important part of Python programming language was developed by was developed from C Python. So that means C language. So we are using C language. We are developing Python programming language from the C Python, means C programming language. So first of all, C programming language is converted to Python. That is C Python. Later on, it is changed to Python programming language because of రిలేటెడ్ ఏంటంటారంటే మనకి ఇష్యూస్ ఉంటాయి. అంటే నేమ్స్ యూజ్ చేయకూడదు, అంటే పేటెంట్ రైట్స్ ఉంటాయి అనమాట. సి మెన్షన్ చేస్తే ఓవరాల్గా పైథాన్కి వచ్చిన ప్రాఫిట్ అంతా వాళ్ళకి వెళ్ళిపోతుందని దే చేంజ్ ఇట్ టు పైథాన్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అనమాట. సో ద పైథాన్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ కోసం బేసికల్గా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, ఈ గైడో వ్యాన్ రోజమ్, హీ ఈజ్ ఫ్రమ్ నెదర్లాండ్. హీ రెగ్యులర్లీ వాచ్డ్ టీవీ ప్రోగ్రామ్. ద టీవీ ప్రోగ్రామ్ నేమ్ వాజ్ పైథాన్ రిలేటెడ్, అంటే పైథాన్ సంబంధించి ఏదో ప్రోగ్రామ్ నేమ్ ఉంటుంది, దాన్ని యూజ్ చేసి అవన్నీ కూడా అన్నెసెసరీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. దిట్ ఈస్ ది ఓన్లీ బేసిక్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రిగార్డింగ్ పైథాన్. జస్ట్ యూ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ థింగ్, వాట్ ఈస్ పైథాన్. Python is most popular programming language. It was developed by Guido van Rossum. Okay. Next, it is high-level programming language. It is high-level object-oriented, interpreted, and a general-purpose programming language. So, with Python, we can develop different applications like Windows applications, web applications, and also it is used in data science, it is used in artificial intelligence, it is used in machine learning, it is used in deep learning, and also it is used for developing games. These are the information. So are you able to follow me? Did you understand, students? Please respond in our chat box. Response please. Are you able to follow me? Did you understand? Please give a response please. Come on, make it fast. I am waiting for your response. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, now here we have to discuss how to install Python. Please allow me listen. We will discuss different approaches. Before that, I want to use the traditional approach. First of all, I request you to please listen, then we can understand everything. So how to install Python? How to install Python programming language. Python I will explain in mobile also, don't worry. We will discuss WhatsApp group. I will explain how to install Python programming in mobile also, in case if you are not having laptops. But I suggest you to please buy laptop within couple of days for practicing all type of Python programming. Okay, not only Python programming, we will assign C language work also. So first of all, we have to, first thing is we have to visit python.org website. Second, tap download. డౌన్లోడ్ అంటే డౌన్లోడ్ అనే దాని మీద ట్యాప్ చేయాలి. థర్డ్ వన్ చూస్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్. చూస్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఎయిదర్ విండోస్ or Linux or suppose Mac, whatever. Choose platform. 4. Tap Python latest version. So simply tap is nothing but click on అనమాట, ఇంకెట్లేదు. Click on latest one. Click on latest version. Before check your system type either 32-bit or 62-bit, 32-bit or 64-bit. System OS type. Please, how can you find out the system type? Just you can ask system information. Just you can search for system information. So if you search on it, you can understand what is the type. So here system type is 64. So 64-bit operating system. It is very, very important. You can understand what is the system type. Just to type system information. If you enter system information, you will get the system type anamata. So once if you understand the system type, you can use the 64-bit. If you not know the system type, I will suggest you to use 32-bit. If you unable to find out the system type, you can use 32-bit. So almost we can use either 64-bit or 32-bit. So for 32-bit it is working for 32-bit. For 64-bit it works for 64-bit and also 32-bit. So 32-bit is okay, but in case if it's better to check the system type. Now first of all, what should you do? Visit python.org. Visit python.org. Just open your browser. Okay, open your browser. Here first, what is the website name? python.org. This is the official website. So this is the official website. Next, what is the next point? The next point is, so visit python.org, tap downloads. So tap downloads. Here you can find the Windows, Mac, other platforms, but almost we all are using Windows, right? So it's better to use the latest version. I am suggesting you to click on the latest version. Don't use suppose if you are using Windows 8 or Windows 7, you can move to Windows platform and try to use either 3.8 or 3.7 if you use Windows 7 operating system or Windows 8 operating system. In case if your laptop is new, I am suggesting you to use latest one. What is the latest one? Python 3.13. There are the two versions of Python. So first one is Python 2, second one is the Python 3. The Python 3 is the most popular version. So in Python 3 subversions also there, 3.1, 3.2. The current version is 3.1, 3.3. It has the latest modules anamata. So I am requesting you to use the latest one. So just to tap on it, automatically what will happen? The download process will be started. Once download process started, I will explain how to install it at right now, and also we will discuss some basic programs also. I request all the students, please listen the class carefully. Just use python.org, just tap downloads. Automatically it is suggesting version based on your platform. I am using Windows operating system, so it is suggesting Windows operating system. In case if you are using iOS, it will suggest iOS. So sir, can I use Jupyter? Can I use Visual Studio Code? Always I will explain all the other modules also, but I request you to please use the original platforms. So Jupyter, all are latest modules, but I'm asking you to use the first 10 to 15 days we are focusing on the Python ideally. Then later we will discuss Visual Studio Code, Jupyter, Google, Google Cloud. Don't use online platforms. So some online websites are there. Don't use online. Better to use offline. If you use online platforms, it may be cause for getting virus. So don't use any online. Suppose online is nothing but, suppose we can search for online Python coding, online Python compiler. It will suggest some platforms. Don't use. Don't use online coding platforms. Online, I mean not online coding platforms. This is the online coding editors. Okay, better to use offline coding editors, or else I will suggest online coding editors for mobile. If you are using laptop, better to download the Python software on your laptop or desktop. So once tap on download option, you will get the latest version. So this is the latest version. Once tap on it, it will ask you to continue with. So already I'm using 3.13. So I'm downloading some other version. Already I'm having latest one. So I'm using oldest one. For example, 3.10. Okay. So you can use Windows 64 or Windows 32. So use only this one. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఈ రెండు యూజ్ చేయకూడదు. Only you can use installer only. So I'm using 64 bit. Just I'm using Windows installer 64 bit. Once download process completed, you can continue the download process. Okay. You can also use 3.10 if your laptop age is less than 2 years. Okay, just you have to tick this add Python 3.10 path. So later it will be very helpful. I suggest you to click on this checkbox. So it will ask you this checkbox also, but I'm having Python version. That's the main reason this checkbox is not highlighted. For you it is highlighted. I request you to please put the tick marks for the two checkboxes. Once click on the checkbox, just click install now. Only use ideally for first 10 days. Then later we will discuss Jupyter, Visual Studio Code. So don't use advanced editors at right now. Use basic editors for understanding everything clearly. Okay, so it will take at least 1 minute time. So don't click cancel until unless getting setup was successful. So we will get message like setup was successful. If you click cancel, it will give you fatal error. So fatal error is very dangerous for your OS. So don't stop any process during the software installation. Okay. For the next half an hour, we will focusing on Python coding. Are you getting ready? Respond. Are you ready to learn Python programming? Respond, students. Are you ready? Give a response. Are you ready to learn Python programs? Respond in our chat box. Give a response. Are you there? Okay. Okay. For last 10 minutes, Okay, thank you. Okay, right. So very good. Okay, now listen students. So now I am getting message setup was successful, right? Now first of all, what should you do? So here on search bar, just type IDLE. Don't type Python. Search only IDLE. I'm using 3.10, right? Already I'm installed 3.10. The same version I want to open. So just search for IDLE. Don't search Python. In search bar, search for IDLE. So IDLE stands for Integrated Development Learning Environment. So this IDLE is used to write any programs. So this IDLE means once if you open IDLE, this is called cell command prompt. IDLE cell command prompt. So it works like a command prompt anamata. So when you run any programs, you will get output on this screen only. Even also it is working for individual data and a single line data it is working. For example, we will do some programs, small 2-3 programs. For example, if I enter a equal to 5. So no need to mention data type. Already we discussed Python is dynamic typing. Dynamic typing is nothing but when you declare any variable, no need to mention any data type before the variable. So a equal to 5. Accepted. B equal to 6. Accepted. Now I want to add a and b. So c equal to a plus b. Then what will happen? A value, b value added and stored in c. Then if you ask for the c value, you will get the result. You will get the result. For example, d equal to a minus b. A value 5, b value 6. 5 minus 6 value minus 1. If you call for the d, what will happen? Minus 1 will be printed. So the command prompt is, the cell command prompt is only for getting the output, and also if you want to check anything directly you can check. Suppose anything if you want to check, you can check here. It is only for individual purpose only. Now how can you start the Python program? So ikkade Python programming rayalante no. When you want to write any Python programming, you have to open file menu. You have to open file menu. On file menu, you can click new file. On file menu, just you can tap new file. So this is the editor. This is the new editor to write Python programming. When you want to write any Python programming, again if you want to write any other program, again you can open file, click new file, or else you can continue here. Now we have to discuss some methods or functions, then we will discuss some basic programming today. If you focusing on today class, you can able to understand and everything is clear. I request you to please understanding the modules. So here no need to write any header files, no need to write any main function, no need to write any open braces, no need to write any closed braces. So it is very simple approach. So now just I want to introduce some methods, then you can use any, you can understand anything clearly. So first one is print method. What is the print method? So this method is used to read, this method is used to print data or value. What is the print method? This method is used to print data or a value. For example, print high. Print high. Another example, a equal to 5. Print a. So I'm just here, if you use hash, this is for single line commenting. So it prints value, it prints a value. Okay, it prints high. So this one is used to print the value, this one is used to print the high. So in Python you can use single quotation or double quotation, both are same. So if you want to use double quotation or single quotation, Python is accepted both. So the pair should be same. అంటే దేంతో ఓపెన్ చేస్తే దాంతోనే క్లోజ్ చేయాలన్నమాట. ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్ అనమాట. ఓకే, నౌ దిస్ ఈస్ ఫర్ ది ప్రింట్ స్టేట్మెంట్. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్, now I want to put all these lines into comment lines. So what should you do? You can begin with 3 double quotes or single quotes, ends with 3 double quotes and 3 double quotes or single quotes. So this is called multi-line commenting. If we use hash is used for single line commenting. Okay, starts with and ends with is used for multi-line commenting. ఓకే, సో ఇది మళ్ళీ కామెంటింగ్ తీసుకుంటుంది, అందుకనే మనకి ఇది ఓకే. I request you to please focus. You can use either single quotations or double quotations. So 3 single quotations ends with 3 single quotations used for multi-line commenting. Single line commenting is only for hash anamata. Now we have to start the basic programming. So first basic programming. So no need to write any main functions. So Python is very simple programming language. The first one is write a program to print hello world, in Python. So what should you do? Simple. So directly you can use print function. You can use either single quotation or double quotation. But what is the name? Hello world. So it close with single quotation. So this is the program. Now how can you save this code? So just go to file, click save. Here you can save at any location. Just I want to create one folder. Folder is Python third sem. Now this is the Python third sem. Okay, just I want to open the folder. Here I want to mention today date is May 8th, I think. So this is the May 8th program, hello world. Listen, all of you, please focus. How can you run it? For running this program, just go to run menu, just click run module, then you will get the output on the same screen itself. So cell command lo vastadi. So this is the hello world program. Even if you want to print anything, it is very easy. So this is the simplest program. Now if you want to put into comment lines, just you can remove it and place 3 single quotations here, then it will put into comment lines anamata. So this program is completed. Next program, then I will give you 3 programs. Listen, next program, write a program to print addition of 2 numbers. Suppose a equal to 15, b equal to 20. I will explain how to read by the keyboard today itself. Before that you can understand. So a equal to 15, b equal to 20, c equal to a plus b. Then what will happen? So no need to write semicolon also. So in Python is simple syntax programming language. So no need to write any single quote. Suppose, sir, I am habituated with a semicolon, sir, can I write it? Of course you can write. If you interested to write, you can write. It's your wish. If you forget it, no issue. So the common mistakes ignored by the Python. The human common mistakes ignored by the Python. Now if you want to print C, then you will get the result. So the C is used for printing the value. So this program is used for addition of two numbers. Now run it. Then what will happen? The A value, B value added and stored in C and printed the C value. Now based on this program, I'm just asking you to submit these two programs at night right now. Can you write a program to print subtraction of two numbers? Can you write a program to print multiplication of two numbers? We will discuss what is variable, what is data type, anything. But before that, I'm not wasting your time. This time is very crucial time for learning purpose. So we will discuss theoretical class for a first half an hour only. The rest of the remaining we are going to focusing on coding part only. If you understand the coding, you can understand everything. Even I will explain the theoretical part also. So I will explain what is the variable, what are the rules of the variable, what are the data types, but tomorrow. Before that, I request you to please do these two programs based on the existing program. I explained addition of two numbers. Asked you to write the code for subtraction of the two numbers, multiplication of the two numbers based on the existing program. So just also I am giving hint, subtraction is nothing but you can use minus symbol. Multiplication is nothing but you can use into symbol. Let's see whether you can able to solve this question with your own hands or not. Just I want to check it right now. Let's see. Come on, make it fast. I'm waiting for your codes. I will see how many of you able to do these two codes, two programs based on the existing code. You can type on editor. Come on, make it fast. I will give you 2 minutes time. Okay. 1 second. Very good, very good. Come on, make it fast. I will see. We have to discuss others also. Okay, come on. I will give you 2 minutes time. We will discuss remaining with dynamic reading. Let's see. I will check your comments. Then we will discontinue the class. Okay. because I have to know that whether you are following my class or not. Until unless if I explain all the topics, no use. So just you can type, no need to mention, just type the matter only, type the code only. Okay. So it is reading the old messages, that's the reason. Okay, just wait 2 seconds. Okay, I will see how many of you students are. Okay, very good. Very good, very good. Most of the students actively participated. I appreciate all those who are giving the, who are putting the best efforts. Very good. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay, no issue. We will discuss the same program. We will discuss the same program, don't worry, with other approaches, and also I will explain in Abhyas also. I will assign. We will start the assessment process from today itself. Very nice, very nice. Okay, good. Still, okay, load అవుతూ ఉంది ఇంకా. Okay. Okay, students, all of you listen please. It is very very important. If you understand today class, you can able to write any program easily. So today itself we can start in Abhyas practice also. Read different type of data. Read different type of data in Python. Read different type of data in Python. So the first one is reading integer value. Reading integer value. Please all of you listen. Int of input. Int of input. So this method is used to read integer data in Python. In Python programming. What is the method? Int of input method. Example. So syntax. So syntax is variable equal to int of input. Int of input. Example. Example equal to a equal to int of input. That's it. When you want to read a value, just write int of input. So this is the method. This is the reading integer value. Now the next one is reading float value. The next one is reading float value. Reading float value. How to read float value? Float value read చేయాలంటే ఎలా? Just you can use float of input. Float of input. So this method used to read floating data or value in Python programming. In Python programming. So for example, so for syntax. So syntax is same. Syntax is same. So what is the same means? Variable equal to float of input. Float of input. Now here what should you do? Example is here only can do x equal to float of input. So this method which allows you to read the floating value. The before int of input method which allows you to read integer data. So this is the float value reading purpose. Okay. Next, reading string value. Reading string value in Python. So for string, just you can use input method only. So actually the input method which allows us to read integer data only, so string data only. Now if you want to convert into integer, then what will happen? So here we are doing typecasting. So only input method use cheyali general ga. So what is the input method? This method is used to read string data or character. సో క్యారెక్టర్ రీడ్ చేయాలనుకున్నా, స్ట్రింగ్ రీడ్ చేయాలనుకున్నా ద సేమ్ స్ట్రింగ్ ఇన్పుటే యూజ్ చేయాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈజ్ సపోజ్ సింటాక్స్. సో సింటాక్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు సపోజ్ నేమ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇన్పుట్. సపోజ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కదా, వేరియబుల్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇన్పుట్. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సేమ్, నేమ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇన్పుట్, gender equal to input, suppose male or female, right? You can read a integer data anamata. The based on this we have to write some programs, then you can able to understand. I'm just focusing on only integer data, and also I will assign Abhyas Lab assessment. Daily we are giving 3 assessments in Abhyas Lab. Everyone must complete the assessments on time, then you can able to understand. So every Saturday మనం కండక్ట్ చేసేవాళ్ళం, సండే ఎగ్జామ్ కండక్ట్ చేసేవాళ్ళం. బట్ ఫర్ టుడే క్లాస్, ఫర్ దిస్ క్లాసెస్ ఎవ్రీడే వీ హ్యావ్ టు కండక్ట్ అసెస్మెంట్స్ ఆన్ అభ్యాస్ ల్యాబ్ అనమాట. ఓకే, సో లిజన్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. సో సేమ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్, జస్ట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ఎంటర్. సో addition of two numbers. For reading a value, how can you write? So what is the method? The method is same. For reading integer value, the method is same. What is the method? A equal to int of input. So this method which allows us to read integer data, that's it. A equal to int of input. For reading b value, b equal to int of input. So first one is same method. So no need to change the methods for different variable. The same method which allows us to read integer data. A equal to int of input data, b equal to int of input data. Just my program is, I'm asking you to add a and b. So c equal to a plus b. Just print c value. Then what is the program? This program which allows us to read the data by the keyboard and add a and b value and stored in c and print the c value. So just I want to run the code. The same programs I will add to Abhyas Lab and I will explain. I expect all the students should complete this task. So a equal to 10, b equal to 20. So automatically what will happen? A value, b value added and stored in c, print c value. Before we are doing the same program, but I am entering the data directly. But here you can enter different data by the keyboard. So it's your wish. The same type of programs, just I can explain in Abhyas Lab. For today you have to practice immediately. Okay, listen all of you. Now I just add these type of questions to Abhyas Lab. I request everyone, please complete the task on or before today evening 9 p.m. Okay. So first one is addition, right? You will take the basic program. Okay, I will take it, don't worry, just you can use plus symbol, don't think for the remaining. So addition. Next I want to give you subtraction. We will discuss very basic level program to modern level programs during this course. If you attend the classes regularly, no doubt at all, you will get more knowledge comparatively remaining college students. multiplication. Okay, suppose I will give you 4 questions today, simple questions. Square. Okay, so just 4 questions. So today Python assessment 1 for batch 2024 to 24 batch 27 I think. Okay, so paper, basic paper. We will discuss very simple programs for the first 10 days. You can easily follow my classes if you attend the classes regularly. Okay, just I created the paper first, then I will assign you to all. You can, if you want to do it with me, you can do, it's your wish. Okay, from myself I want to add to my account. Just it is the 60 minutes, but it takes at least 20 minutes time. 11:45 I will give you out by tomorrow. Okay, for today I want to give you the time up to tomorrow 9 p.m. 9 a.m. Okay, so for the next 5 minutes just I want to explain, you can understand. Okay, it is created. First of all, how can you solve this provided by our college management. So it is very beautiful platform. If you access this platform, definitely you will get more knowledge. So here you have to enter your SUSID followed by your password. So once if you enter proper login credentials, you will get this window. So this is the examination ribbon. So now just click start button. So this is the program. So here you have to write the code. First of all, what should you do? How to read the a value. A equal to int of input. A equal to int of input. Int of input. So this is the addition program, right? So you have to read a value. So check the parenthesis symbols. A equal to int of input. B equal to int of input. Now once read a value and b value, then what should you do? You can add a and b and store in C, or else you can directly write print of a plus b, no issue, but I want to explain step by step. So this is the program for addition of two numbers. Once enter everything, don't click submit code directly. So click run with test cases. So what is the test case means? Your input is accepted by the existing output or not అనేది చెక్ చేయాలి. సో చాలా మంది ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే, I observed so many students during C coding classes. Most of the college students entered a value as 7, b value as 6, c equal to a plus b అంటే your program will work for this code only. Your program can work for the remaining test cases. So remaining test cases means you won't idea on test cases input and output. So that called hidden test cases. అంటే your program can able to pass hidden test cases also. Not only know the అంటే నీకు తెలిసిన ఇన్పుటే కాదు, you can pass the solution for the hidden test case also. You don't know what is the input, you don't know what is the output, but you are providing the solution. That is called coding. Coding means directly if you want to write the answer for the separate particular task, that is program. You can solve the question to hidden also. అంటే నీకు తెలియని దానికోసం రాస్తున్నావు కనుక అది కూడా నువ్వు సాల్వ్ చేస్తున్నావు కాబట్టి కోడ్ రివీల్ చేస్తావు. అంటే కోడ్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ యువర్ కోడ్ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు interact with the computer, can perform any task. Program can directly interact with the program for the specific task, but code can perform any task with the program అన్నమాట. అంటే ప్రోగ్రాము కోడ్ డిఫరెంటే, కానీ కోడ్కి వచ్చేసరికి మనకి ఏటవుతుందంటే డెఫినెట్గా యూ డోంట్ నో ది ఇన్పుట్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ అవుట్పుట్, బట్ ఆ టెస్ట్ కేస్ బట్టి రిమైనింగ్ టెస్ట్ కేస్ కూడా పాస్ చేయడమే వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో ఆ టిక్ మార్క్ వచ్చిందంటే అన్ని టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ పాస్ అయినట్టు అనమాట. నౌ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ది సేమ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో అగైన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రీడ్ ది ఏ వాల్యూ int of input, again read the b value int of input. Once read the A value and B value. So what is the program? Subtraction. Subtraction means A minus B. Just you can print off C. So this is the program for subtraction of the two numbers. So run with the test cases. Once all the test cases are passed, once confirm with the hidden test case and so don't worry about sample test cases. In case sample test case is not passed, don't hurry about sample test case. No, don't worry about sample test cases. Only you will get marks for hidden test cases only. So once hidden test cases are passed, you can happily to click on submit button. So don't worry about sample test case. So please keep in your mind. So next one is multiplication of two numbers. Again have to read the A value. A equal to input. Next read the B value. B equal to int of input. Sorry, int of input. Only input can accept string data only. We will discuss tomorrow clearly with different examples. But for our assessment point of view, I want to explain this program. Again, you have to read A value, B value, C equal to what? A into B. So into B is nothing but multiplication. So print C. So again, have to click on run with test cases. Once all the test cases are passed. So here test case passed. Then click submit code. Once submit the code, again move to next question. I am giving 4 questions today. All are very basic level questions. Here what is the program? Square. If you enter 5, you can write 5 into 5. 5 into 5 is nothing but just you can take A equal to int of input. So here before reading input, you can understand how many inputs are there. Only one input there, sir. Read only one input. No need to read B value because here only one input is there. What is the output? If you enter 5, 5 into 5. If we enter 6, 6 into 6. So that it's that A into A. So this is the program. So once run with the test cases. Don't submit the code unnecessarily. If all the test cases are passed, then submit the code. Once if you submit all the codes, how can you check whether if you submit all the test cases or not? So go to next error. Now how many questions? 4. How many submitted? 4. If both are equal, then click end exam and click OK. Then your test is submitted to Abhyas successfully. Okay students, did you understand? Are you able to follow me? Did you get the idea what I am explaining? Please respond. I am waiting for your response. Come on, make it fast. Are you able to understand? Did you understand the Python coding classes? Do you want any? Do you have any doubts? Do you want any? Do you want to ask any question? Respond. Come on, make it fast. Come on. Come on, we will close the session within 1 or 2 minutes. First of all, I want to get the information from you. Then I can understand whether you are following me or not. Once if everything is okay, come on, make it fast. Any doubts? Any doubts regarding today class? Come on. Is everything is okay? Okay, maybe it takes some time to upload. I hope you all are understand the today class. Tomorrow I will create WhatsApp groups for you for North Andhra, for East and West, and also for Krishna district. Okay students, this is for today. I request you to please join the class exactly at 10:30 from tomorrow, and also try to complete the assessments on or before given specific time. Okay, bye all of you. Have a nice day. Take care. You can leave.